I was.
I was.
I was.
I was.
I was grief-stricken, sad, feeling lonely, abandoned, and depressed due to the significant loss of some people in my life.
I was alone, discouraged, and frustrated with an overwhelming situation.
I was worried about my husband, Bruce, that has been so sick.
I was scared and petrified and anxious about Caleb's condition.
I was full of anger, resentment, shame, and guilt, which led me to a gang called the Bloods, which filled my life with nothing but pain.
I was scared, confused, and angry, receiving my diagnosis while being pregnant.
I was emotionally disconnected and shut off due to PTSD.
I was led by an addiction to methamphetamine. This caused pain and destruction to myself and those around me.
I was struggling with anorexia after college and then body image issues for the majority of my adult life.
But God.
But God.
But God.
But God.
But God has given me the strength to endure and has given me the peace during the trials and tribulation that we have been through.
But God, through His transformative love, I was able to regain emotional connections and form deep and meaningful relationships with my kids and others.
But God provided and met practical needs and gave us peace every step of the way on our journey.
But God continuously reminds me on a daily basis that my identity is not tied to this world, but my identity is found in Him and who He says I am and in His unconditional love for me.
But God, through His unfailing love and His promises to never leave me nor forsake me, manifested through the unconditional support and love of my family, my church family, broken relationships that were reconciled, and new relationships that were formed that I'm so thankful for.
But God healed me and filled my heart with love, grace, joy, and mercy. And now my life within Him is full of contentment, not just with who I am today, but who I can be tomorrow.
But God has continued to demonstrate His amazing grace and His incredible faithfulness, which has given me the strength to persevere.
I now have joy instead of mourning, peace instead of worry, and happiness instead of sadness.
But God saved my life and gave me a word that showed me that temptation cannot overtake me, because God is always there to give me another way of escape.
But God has given me supernatural peace and trust that He is in complete control of every part of my life.
Praise God.
Praise God.
Praise God.
Praise God.
Praise God.